Now the Yankee batting order for the final game. Leading off, second base, Bobby Richardson. Batting 2, shortstop, Tony Kubek. Batting 3, Roger Maris, right field. Batting 4, Mickey Mantle, center field. Batting 5, Yogi Berra, left field. Batting 6, Bill Skowron, first base. Batting 7, Johnny Blanchard, the catcher. Batting 8, Cletus Boyer, third base. And the pitcher, Bob Turley. The Pirates will bat with Bill Verdon, hitting number 1 in center field. Dick Groth playing shortstop, batting 2. Bob Skinner back in the lineup, batting 3 and playing left field. Rocky Nelson bats 4 and plays first base. Batting 5 in right field, Roberto Clemente. Number 6 hitter, Burgess, the catcher. Batting 7, Don Hoke, a third. Number 8 hitter is Mazeroski, the second baseman. And then the pitcher, Vernon Law. And as Richardson steps in for the New York Yankees, and we come to the payoff game of the 1960 World Series, it is again with a great deal of pleasure that I turn this microphone over to the man from Chicago and the Chicago Cubs, Jack Quinlan.
Thank you, Chuck, and hi once again, baseball fans. Here's Richardson leading off. The fine Yankee second baseman takes the first pitch from outside for ball 1. The umpires in this ball game from the National League, Bill Jakowski behind the plate, Nestor Shylock of the American League at first base, Dusty Bogus of the National League at second. Line drive hit right back to Groth, and he nails it for 1 out. Richardson lines to shortstop Dick Groth. Dusty Bogus of the National League at second. John Stevens of the American League is the third base umpire. Stan Landis from the National League is down the foul line in left field. And Jim Honachek of the American League down the foul line in right field. 1 out and nobody on as Richardson hit a screaming line drive right back to Dick Groth. Here's Kubek, the Yankee shortstop, left-handed batter. The pitch to him is a ball that's blowing inside. In the series so far, Kubek has 10 hits in 27 at-bats for an average of .370. He's driven in 3 runs. Left-handed batter who during the course of the season for the Yankees hit .273. Here's a pop foul down the left side out of play, back into the crowd. And the count on Kubek is even up at ball 1 and strike 1. Vernon Law has won 2 of the 3 Pirate victories in this series. The other one was captured by Harvey Haddix. In Game 1, Law beat Art Ditmar 6-4 here at Forbes Field, and Vernon Law also won Game number 4, 3-2 over Ralph Terry at New York. Kubek lifts a high pop-up out into short right. Mazeroski back on the grass, makes the catch, 2 gone. Kubek pops up on a change-of-pace curveball to Bill Mazeroski, and they're 2 gone, and the Bucks whip that ball around the infield. The Tiger at third base, Don Hoke, flips the ball back to Vernon Law. Here's Roger Maris now, the Yankee right fielder. Bill Stafford and Bobby Shantz, a right-hander. Maris hitting .320 in the series. He takes the first pitch, a fastball from Law, inside for a ball. Rogers had 8 for 25, 2 homers, 2 runs driven in. Bob Skinner playing left field for the Pirates. First time we've seen him in over a week. Here's the pitch to Maris. A ball that's outside. 2-0 on Roger. Bill Verdon in center field and Roberto Clemente in right. It's Don Hoke at third, Dick Groth at short, Mazeroski at second, and Rocky Nelson playing first. Burgess catching, and tall Vernon Law on the mound. 2-0 to Maris. Roger takes a strike call right over the plate, held high. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 out and nobody on base. The 25th World Series for the New York Yankees. They have 18 World Championships, 7 of them under Casey Stengel. Here's the 2-1 pitch on the way. Fastball inside to Maris, and it's 3-1 now. Frank Crissetti coaching at third for the Yankees. Ralph Houck down on the first base coach's box. 3-1 on Maris with 2 gone to the top of the first on a hazy afternoon, but sunny at Forbes Field. 3-1 pitch. A foul ball. He tried to check his swing, and the ball jumped off the bat and went right back here to the screen. 3-2 on Maris with 2 gone. As Chuck told you earlier, these Bombers have really been hitting. They've scored 46 runs and made 78 hits. They have a team batting average of .341 in the first 6 games of this series. Now the windup by Law. 3-2 pitch to Roger Maris. A swing and a high pop-up on the infield. In foul territory moves third baseman Don Hoke. Down the line, he's got it. Retires the side. 3 up and 3 down at the top of the first inning for New York. And after half an inning, it's the Yankees nothing and the Pirates nothing. He's had 5 hits in 25 at-bats in the series, an average of 200, well below the .264 that he hit during the course of the regular season. Verdon, however, has been a standout on defense through the first 6 games in center field. Bob Turley on the mound. During the course of the year for the Yankees, he won 9, he lost 3. Included among his 9 wins was 1 shutout. Here's the windup by the big right-hander. First pitch to Bill Burton. A ball, it's high and inside. Well, over the last 6 months, since April, each team has played 160 games, but this is the only one that counts. 154 regular season games, 6 World Series games, and this one, Game 7. Here's a swing and a long drive to deep left center. Yogi Berra moving back, he's under the ball, should make the play and does, and there's 1 out. Burton flies to the left fielder, Yogi Berra. 1 gone, it brings up the National League batting champion, shortstop, and captain Dick Groat of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Groat has had only 5 hits in 24 at-bats for an average of 208 in the World Series. During the year, he hit .325, good enough to lead the National League. Setting up the Yankee defense, Berra in left, Mantle in center, Maris in right. Clete Boyer at third, Tony Kubek at short, Richardson at second, and Moose Scott pitched to Groat high over his head, ball 1. Turley on the mound has a World Series record of 4 wins and 3 defeats. 2 years ago, he won 2 games in the series against the Milwaukee Braves. 1-0 pitch by Turley. Swinging a high pop fly out behind short. Here's Kubek back on the grass. Berra coming in. Kubek calling. Still backing up. He's under the ball and makes the play. 2 gone. Groat pops up to the opposing shortstop, Kubek. And here's Bob Skinner, who's been out of action for a week with a jammed left thumb. Skinner has had 1 for 3. Played in only the first game and jammed his thumb sliding into third base, and he's been out of action ever since. During the season, Skinner hit .273, clubbed 15 home runs, and drove in 86 runs. On base, the bottom of the first, no score. The Yankees and the Pirates with all the gold on the line, the blue chips on the table. It's the end of the line. Here's a curve, a slow curve thrown in by Turley, and it gets the inside corner letter high. 1 strike on Skinner. Mickey Vernon coaching at first base, Frank Osiak at third. Jammed crowd at Forbes Field. Wind up, 0-1 pitch. Skinner takes a slow curve outside. A ball and a strike. Skinner, left-handed batter from San Diego. Here's the pitch by Turley. Here's a fastball foul back here, and it's onto the net right behind the plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Skinner was signed by the Pirates on the strength of his fine showing in high school and American Legion ball back at La Jolla and San Diego. He's one of the most respected left-handed batters in the National League. The plate umpire, Bill Jakowski, now has called time. Evidently, a ball got away from somebody in the Yankee bullpen out here. Stafford and Shands continuing to throw just in case Turley has trouble. They're 2 gone, nobody on base. The last half of the first, no score. A ball, 2 strikes on left-handed swinging Bob Skinner. Turley rocks back and fires a curve, and it's inside. 2-2. 300 feet down the right field line. Then the high screen, which extends from the foul pole over to right field at the 375 sign. 436 to right center. 457 to the deepest part of left center. And here's Turley winding. 2-2 on the way. Ball high and outside. Yes, sir, the marbles are all on the ground in this one. It's now or never. This is it. The Pirate victories have been by scores of 6-4, 3-2, and 5-2. The Yankee wins have been 16-3, 10-0, and 12-0. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Skinner with 2 gone. The windup and the pitch by Turley. So there's the first base runner of the afternoon. Skinner walks on a 3-2 pitch, and it brings up the first baseman, Rocky Nelson. Nelson's had 2 out of 6 so far in the series, a .333 average. During the year, he hit an even .300. The Rock hit 7 home runs and drove in 35 runs. The Pirates have not been hitting during this series the way they hit during the course of the season. They had a team batting average during the regular campaign of 276, better than anybody in either league. During the World Series, however, the Pirate team batting average is .241. 100 points below the Yankees. Skinner on first and 2 out. Pitch to Rocky Nelson. Curveball, it's inside, ball 1. Johnny Blanchard doing the catching. Elston Howard was hit yesterday and suffered a broken bone in the right hand. Blanchard doing the catching again today, and Yogi Berra stationed once again in left field. He's well off that foul line, however. They're playing Rocky around to the right in the Yankee outfield. Skinner on first, 2 gone. Pitch to Nelson. A ball. It's down low. 2-0. Bob Turley won game number 2 right here at Forbes Field when he beat Bob Friend 16-3. Turley has had 6 days of rest. He should be as strong as a bull. He was a 700 percentage pitcher virtually all of 1960, but his performance was a bit disappointing in comparison with his great season of 2 years ago. Turley stretchy, now he backs off the rubber. Skinner, a very fast man, on first base with 2 gone in the bottom of the first, no score. Skinner takes his lead, and Turley fires the pitch. A curveball, strike on the inside corner at the knees. Nelson looks at the plate, then looks back at the umpire, Jakowski, and raises one eyebrow about 2 inches over his eye, as if to say, how can you call that one a strike? 2-1 on Rocky. The Yankees won 15 ball games in a row, closing out the 1960 season, which set a major league record for consecutive wins closing out a season. Skinner on first base, 2 gone. Turley's 2-1 pitch to Nelson. A swing and a wild deep to right field, way back. Hey, a home run, going back. Rocky Nelson just hit a 2-1 pitch over the screen in the lower seats in right field, and the Pirates lead 2-0 in the first inning. Hit number 1, runs number 1 and 2 off Bob Turley. Rocky Nelson's 3rd hit of the series. A tremendous drive, a line drive that cleared the screen and went into the lower seats in right field, and the Bucks lead by 2 here in the first inning. Here's Clemente, the Pittsburgh right fielder now. The pitch to him, a curveball, a strike on the outside corner. Clemente has had 8 hits in 25 at-bats in the series, a .320 average, with 2 runs driven in. During the year, Roberto hit 314. Well, the Pirate fans are going wacky here in the first inning on a 2-run shot by Rocky Nelson. Here's the pitch. Changeup, popped up down the right field line, curving foul. Maris moving over, might have room. He can't get it. It lands on the canopy on top of the Pittsburgh bullpen. 2 strikes on Clemente. On a 3-2 pitch, Bob Skinner drew a walk, and on a 2-1 pitch, Rocky Nelson belted one into the right field seats for 2 runs. All the fans here at Forbes Field are jabbing each other in the ribs with their elbows, talking to each other. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Clemente. Sidearm curve, it's over his head, it flattens him. A ball and 2 strikes. Rocky hit 7 home runs during the year, but none was as big as this one that he just hit in the first inning with a man on against Bob Turley. Here's the windup. 1-2 pitch to Clemente. Swinging a high pop-up out behind second base. Bobby Richardson backpedaling. He's under the ball on the grass, and he should make the play and does to retire the side. In the inning, 2 runs and 1 hit. Nobody left on. And at the end of 1 inning, the Pirates 2, the Yankees nothing. Mickey Mantle, the Yankee center fielder, will lead off. He'll be followed by Yogi Berra and then Bill Skowron. Mantle has had 7 for 20 during the series, hitting at a .350 clip, 3 home runs and 9 runs driven in. Batting left-handed against right-hander Vernon Law. Here's a fastball inside. Backs him away, and it's ball 1. Mantle led the American League in home runs this season with 40. He had 94 runs driven across and a batting average of .276. Pitch by Vernon Law. Fastball fouled off the mask of the plate umpire Bill Jakowski. And this ball goes back into the box seats behind the plate. 1-1 on Mantle, with the Pirates leading 2-0 on Rocky Nelson's home run with a man on. Don Hoke, Pepper Pot, third baseman, talking it up for the Bucks. Dick Groth, their captain at short. Mazeroski second. Nelson playing with arms folded in front of his chest over here at first. Now the 1-1 delivery to Mantle. A ball that's inside. He attempted to bunt, jerked the bat out of the way, and the pitch was a curve, and it was in too close. 2 balls and 1 strike on Mantle. Fans around Forbes Field thought that Mickey did attempt and pushed the bat at the pitch, but Jakowski says no, he did not. 2-1 pitch. Changeup swung on. Well hit right center. Here's Burden racing back and over. He's under the ball. He makes the catch. in over 1,800 games in regular season competition, and he now is third on the all-time Yankee list. Lou Gehrig played in 2,164, Babe Ruth in 2,084. 1 out and nobody on in the second. There's a strike, a breaking ball on the outside corner just above the knees. 1 strike on Berra. Pirates 2, Yankees nothing. We're in the second inning. The windup, the pitch by the Deacon on the way. Fastball foul behind Ralph Houck, the Yankee coach at first base. Hits the box seat railing. And it's 2 strikes on Yogi Berra. Game number 7, the end of the line. In Vernon Law's 2 previous appearances in the series, he pitched a total of 13 1/3 innings and won both games. Here's a ball low and away. 1-2 on Berra. Dangerous Yankee left-handed batter. 1 away. Vernon Law winding. 30-year-old right-hander kicks the left leg and delivers 1-2. Swinging a ground ball. Hook to his left. A diving, strangling stop. To his knees. He throws. He's out. Don Hope. The hop back to the ground. Hit to his left. Drove to his knees and from a kneeling position scrambled to his feet and threw the ball to Nelson. And there's 2 men gone. Well, I'll tell you, he saw dollar signs written all over that ball. There's 2 gone. A great play by Don Hope, the Pirate third baseman. Here's Bill Skowron now, the Yankee first baseman, who's been one of the hitting stars with 10 hits in 27 at-bats for a batting average of .370. He swings and he misses a law-breaking pitch. Strike 1. Moose has 1 homer and 5 runs driven in the series. Pirates 2, Yankees nothing, top half of the second. 2 out and nobody on. Law has retired the first 5 Yankees in a row. Fastball low. Bill Skowron trying to get a hold of one. The windup, the pitch by Vernon Law. Here's a pitch inside, up around the fist. He has to lean back away from it. 2 balls and 1 strike. Law with the sign winding. 2-1 pitch to Skowron. A ball is high. Pittsburgh last played in the World Series in 1927, 3 years before Vernon Law was even born. And they were swept 4 straight by these same Yankees. Last World's Championship was in 1925 for the Pirates when they beat Washington in 7 games. 3-1 pitch, curve swung on foul. Back toward the roof on the first base side. And it lands up there on the roof and is caught by a photographer. It's a full count of 3-2 on Bill Skowron. During the regular season, the Moose was the only Yankee to hit better than .300. He ended up at .309, 26 homers and 91 RBIs. The windup, the 3-2 pitch to Skowron. Swinging a chopper to the shortstop throat. Should get him.